Hey guys, welcome to Wrench and Repeat. Today I'm going to do a quick video on how to do an oil change on my Pajero. This is a 1994 2800 turbo diesel. So this is the 4M40 engine. It'll be essentially the same procedure for a Delica L400 with the 4M40 engine. It's pretty straightforward, so we'll dive right in. It's just a drain and fill, and we'll remove the oil filter as well. Today I'm going to be using Rotella 15W40. This is the non-synthetic one. You can use a synthetic if you want to. I don't think it's necessary for this engine, and some people would even say to not use synthetic on these older engines. They say that the story is the seals and everything are not designed for synthetic oil. They're designed for mineral oil, so using synthetic can prematurely wear seals. I don't know if that's true or not, but personally, I'm just going to run with the mineral. It's a little bit cheaper, and yeah, it does the trick just fine. I'm using this Fram oil filter. It's a PH6355. I've used it a couple times before. Fram is apparently going out of business, so this might not be available for very much longer. But there's a bunch of different options you can use. There's a Baldwin. I think it's a BD28 is the code for that. There's a Hyundai one you can use. That's the same as a Galloper. That they use on a Galloper, and then you can get a Mitsubishi one as well online. This one's just good because it's readily available at your local parts store. So let's dive in. This takes about, I believe it's 6.5 liters when you're changing the filter as well. If you were to drain the oil cooler at the same time, it might be closer to 7 liters, but 6.5 is usually how much I end up putting in when I'm changing the filter at the same time. It's worth mentioning that there are different weights of oil that you can use as well. I'll put a screenshot up of the manual, and it has a spread of different weights you can use depending on your climate. I've always used 1540. I'm up here in Canada, so and I've never had any issues, but there are a couple different versions you can use as well. Okay, so first thing we need to do is remove the drain plug. You don't have to remove the lower skid plates to access the drain plug or the oil filter, so that's good. There's a drain plug there. That's a 17 millimeter. So get your pan down here and crack that drain plug loose. Don't mind all the oil leaks. That's obviously on my long list of things to do. And I've actually got a significant fuel leak that I just found. You can see it dripping down there as well. So I'll be covering that in another video. So there's a drain plug. We'll crack that, we'll drain the oil, and then if you look up here, let's see, there's the oil filter. So you can actually reach just behind the frame rail and grab it like with your hand and break it loose, or with an oil filter wrench, and access that. And obviously a bunch of oil is going to drip out, so try and catch that in your drain pan, in your drip pan. And if the previous owner wasn't too mean to you, you should be able to get it off. There she goes. And then just be ready for a bunch of oil to drop down. I'm gonna just move my drip pan a bit so it doesn't splash everywhere. Okay, next you get your new filter out. Take a little bit of fresh oil out of one of your bottles and just do a little bit of oil around the O-ring. That's just to prevent it from binding as you're tightening the oil filter. You can pre-fill the oil filter a little bit if you want to. We're gonna run the engine for a couple minutes once we fill it up, and then check the levels once again. So as soon as we run the engine, that filter get filled up and start flushing through the engine. So up to you what you wanna do, but definitely wanna put a little bit of oil on that O-ring just to prevent it from binding. Okay, filter is in, just do it hand tight, and the drain plug is in. Drain plug torque for the 4M40 is 80 Newton meters, or I believe that's 56 foot-pounds, so torque that to spec. Okay, now that the drain plug and the filter have been replaced, it's time to start filling it with new oil. So I usually start with probably around 5 liters of oil. Check your level. Once the level gets to full, we're gonna run it for 5 to 10 minutes, and then check the level again, and then top it up. Okay, so that's 5 liters of oil in there, and it's showing basically full. So we're gonna close the cap and run it for a little bit, and then check the level again. Okay, so I ran the truck for about 5 minutes and ended up putting about another liter of oil, so 6 liters total. I've got another liter bottle I'm just gonna keep in the back of the truck and check it after the next time I drive it. And the final piece of the puzzle is a new window sticker, 371,000 kilometers for the next oil change. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped. Have a good one, guys.